Out to the fallout, and it continues over the Justice Department's failure to meet the deadline to release all, that's what the law requires, all of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Democratic Congressman Khanna and Republican Congressman Thomas Massie, they authored the law, announced late last night that they will bring inherent contempt charges against Attorney General Pam Bondi. In a statement, Khanna called the DOJ's failure to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, quote, an obstruction of justice, unquote. CBS News Department of Justice reporter Jake Rosen joins me now. Jake, walk me through what this means that the two lawmakers are trying to set in motion and what it might mean for the Attorney General, if anything.
Well, what it might mean, Major, is a potential $5,000 a day fine after a 30-day grace period. Our audience will remember on the 19th of this month is when these Epstein files were due in full to be delivered to the American people in some kind of searchable format. That has not happened. We've seen a trickle come out even as early as overnight from Monday into Tuesday. The Department of Justice has said these filings and these drops of documents are going to continue as attorneys continue to sort through them, redact sensitive information, and then release them. But again, the language of the law was very clear, which is what Khanna and Thomas Massie have pointed to, which is that these files should have come out on the 19th in full. What this would mean is potentially a $5,000 a day fine, if not potentially moving further to hold Attorney General Bondi and potentially Deputy Attorney General Blanche in contempt of Congress. That being said, Major, Khanna said on a media appearance earlier this week that this really is not about those two. It's about President Trump and holding these powerful men who were associated with Jeffrey Epstein accountable. As you know, there are a number of documents potentially relating to co-conspirators who were never indicted that he wants to see released. And he said that that's really what this is about, forcing information that has not yet been out before this 30-day grace period. He's willing to give these members of the Department of Justice out.
Jake, picking up on that thread, in his statement, Congressman Khanna specifically referenced the newest batch of files that contained information that contradicted things FBI Director Kash Patel had previously testified about. Are there any potential ramifications there?
Well, it's really difficult to hold the FBI and Department of Justice in any kind of accountability measure, Major, because the eventual enforcer of that is themselves, or if not, the executive branch. But FBI Director Kash Patel did say, testifying before Congress, that there was no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked women to other potential unindicted co-conspirators. What we do know is that there were internal documents not released yet, but referred to in emails that have been released, citing potentially 10 unindicted co-conspirators who we did not know about. We do not have full names of these men or potentially women yet, but that's the information that they want out. Again, it would be very hard to hold Kash Patel accountable for this, but as we kind of have seen this machination, these slow dribbles come out, that's really what we're looking forward to. And whether the Department of Justice, which said they're actively investigating any kind of potential fallout of this, could potentially go after and potentially prosecute these people if they choose to do so when these documents come out.
Public interest is large, and there may be public pressure brought to bear on more accountability, more transparency. Jake Rosen, thank you very much.